Nighttime makes everything more difficult. Sleep does not come easily, and the heart begins to race without any clear reason. Many people assume this is simply a normal sign of aging. However, this is not just a basic aging issue. When the brain runs short of energy at night, the body reacts by waking itself. Have you ever noticed this happening? During the day, you may feel tired, lightheaded, and drained. Yet, when you finally lie down at night, sleep feels impossible. You turn from side to side, unable to rest. Some people manage to fall asleep, but suddenly wake up around 2 or 3 in the morning. Their eyes open abruptly. Their heart beats faster, and their mind feels unusually alert. They lie awake until early morning, then briefly drift back to sleep. Others wake nightly to use the bathroom, assuming this is due to age, but afterward cannot return to deep sleep. If this description sounds familiar, your body may be sending warning signals that have been ignored for a long time. Many believe insomnia is a natural part of aging, but based on decades of clinical observation, this belief is risky. Sleep is more than rest. Without deep sleep, brain recovery suffers, hormones become imbalanced, memory weakens, and the risks of high blood pressure, diabetes, and dementia increase quietly over time. Insomnia is similar to a machine running without oil. It may appear functional on the outside, but internal damage is slowly occurring. Before continuing, if you want practical health guidance you can apply immediately, please follow and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment with the number 1 below. This helps ensure the information reaches those who truly need it. Today's topic is familiar, yet widely misunderstood. It exists in nearly every kitchen, but is often misused. Honey. More specifically, I will explain why honey can either support sleep or disrupt it, depending on how it is used. If you stay until the end, you will clearly understand where that boundary lies. My name is Woo Jin Choi. I am a specialist with over 30 years of clinical experience and currently practice at a university hospital. Let's begin with the essentials. To understand honey's connection to sleep, one key fact must be clear. Insomnia, especially waking during the night or early morning, is not always psychological, nor is it simply due to aging. It often begins when the brain's energy balance becomes unstable during sleep. Contrary to common belief, the brain does not shut down while we sleep. It remains active, operating in a different mode. To sustain deep sleep, the brain needs a steady energy supply, primarily glucose from the bloodstream. As we age, the body's ability to store and regulate this energy gradually weakens. When blood sugar drops too low during sleep, the brain perceives danger. In response, it releases stress hormones such as cortisol and adrenaline. This triggers sudden awakening, rapid heartbeat, mental alertness, and unexplained anxiety. What many describe as sleep-related stress is actually a primitive survival mechanism. This explains why some individuals feel extremely sleepy at night, yet wake easily as morning approaches. Their brains lack sufficient energy, forcing them to wake as a protective response. Over time, this leads to fragmented sleep that never reaches a restorative depth. So where does honey fit into this process? When used correctly, natural honey provides a unique energy source. Unlike refined sugar, which causes sharp spikes and drops in blood sugar, honey releases energy more gradually. A small amount before bed helps the liver store glycogen, maintaining stable blood sugar throughout the night. When the brain feels secure, its alarm system remains inactive, allowing deeper sleep. However, this does not mean that eating sweets improves sleep. Cakes, sweetened drinks, or alcohol before bed actually stimulate the brain and disrupt hormone balance. Honey works only when consumed in small amounts, at the proper time, and in the correct manner. Honey is not a sleeping medication and does not force sleep. It functions more like backup fuel, ensuring the brain can operate safely overnight without triggering alarms. Throughout my career, I have seen many patients with chronic insomnia try medications and supplements with little long-term success. Sleep must be viewed not only as a neurological issue, but also as a matter of energy metabolism and biological rhythm. As these concepts come together, the picture becomes clearer. In the next section, I will explain the medical mechanisms behind honey's effect on sleep, how to use it without raising blood sugar excessively, and who should avoid it entirely. The key message to remember is this: Quality sleep comes from creating safety for the brain, not forcing rest. Sometimes meaningful change begins with something small and familiar that we have never examined medically. Let us now explore the most critical aspect, the biological mechanism behind how a small amount of honey supports brain energy. Understanding this will shift your view of honey from folklore to a scientifically grounded tool. Nighttime blood sugar is one of the most overlooked contributors to chronic insomnia. During the day, regular meals help maintain stable glucose levels. At night, after long periods without food, the brain depends on stored glycogen. With age, the liver's ability to store and release glycogen declines. Even people with normal daytime blood tests can experience silent nighttime energy depletion. When glucose levels drop too low, the brain reacts immediately by waking the body. Cortisol and adrenaline are released, raising heart rate and blood pressure. This causes nighttime awakenings with anxiety and tension, not due to personality or mindset, but due to insufficient brain fuel. Honey intervenes through its natural balance of glucose and fructose. Glucose provides quick energy, while fructose is processed more slowly by the liver and stored as glycogen. A small amount of honey before bed supports steady glucose release overnight, preventing sudden drops. The brain senses stability and no longer activates its emergency response. The liver also plays a vital role in sleep, though it is often overlooked. It functions as an energy reservoir for the brain during the night. When liver capacity is reduced, due to age, medications, alcohol, or processed foods, the brain is affected first. A small dose of honey supports these reserves. However, quantity is critical. Excess honey can raise blood sugar too much, stimulate insulin release, and activate the brain. This is why some people report poor sleep after consuming honey. The issue is misuse, not the honey itself. A third mechanism involves sleep hormones. Serotonin is converted into melatonin at night under calm, low-stress conditions. Stable blood sugar prevents cortisol spikes, allowing melatonin production to proceed smoothly. When stress hormones dominate, deep sleep becomes impossible. Some studies suggest that small amounts of easily absorbed carbohydrates before bed may improve sleep in middle-aged and older adults. Honey's natural composition makes it more suitable than refined sugar, but it is a supportive measure, not a cure. Honey works best alongside healthy sleep habits, avoiding late caffeine, alcohol, and excessive screen exposure. Expecting honey to overcome poor habits is unrealistic. In clinical practice, many long-term insomnia sufferers are relieved simply by understanding that their brains may be underfueled at night. This insight reduces anxiety and self-blame. Honey is not a miracle, but it can be an important part of a broader sleep strategy. It helps stabilize energy, reduces internal stress signals, and creates conditions for natural sleep to return without force or medication. Next, we address practical use. Many people try honey incorrectly and experience worse sleep. The issue lies in timing and dosage. Honey does not cause immediate drowsiness. Its role is preventive, helping the brain avoid nighttime awakenings. The ideal time to consume it is 30 to 60 minutes before bed. This allows proper metabolism and glycogen storage. Dosage should remain small. Half to 1 teaspoon is sufficient. The goal is not to raise blood sugar, but prevent dangerous drops. Honey can be taken directly or dissolved slowly in the mouth. This simple ritual also helps calm the nervous system. If mixed with water, the temperature should be warm, not hot, around 40 degrees Celsius. Hot water destroys honey's natural enzymes. Common mistakes include using too much, consuming low-quality or adulterated honey, and combining honey with caffeine, alcohol, or late-night screen use. These habits counteract honey's benefits. Another error is using honey during high stress or anxiety. Elevated cortisol combined with sugar can further stimulate the nervous system. Relaxation should come first. Using honey after waking during the night is generally not recommended. At that point, the brain is already alert and eating may worsen wakefulness. Honey is preventive, not a rescue solution. The difference between benefit and harm is subtle. Small changes in amount, timing, and lifestyle make a significant difference. Finally, limitations must be clearly stated. Honey is not suitable for everyone. Individuals with poorly controlled diabetes must be cautious and consult a physician. Those with severe liver disease may also be harmed rather than helped. Honey should never be given to children under 1 year of age due to the risk of botulism. When appropriate, honey may be combined carefully with warm water or minimal cinnamon, but never with caffeine or alcohol. Let me share one real patient case. Park Sung-min, in his 60s, suffered from years of fragmented sleep. He avoided eating before bed, fearing weight gain. After learning about nighttime low blood sugar, he tried half a teaspoon of plain honey 40 minutes before sleep. Within weeks, his awakenings decreased, anxiety faded, and sleep improved. This was not a miracle, but the result of understanding and supporting the body correctly. In summary, good sleep cannot be forced and should not rely solely on medication. It emerges from balance between brain, hormones, and energy. When used properly, honey can support that balance. Thank you for staying with me. If this helped you understand your sleep, please like, subscribe, and share. I will continue providing medically grounded, practical health guidance. May you enjoy a peaceful night and wake refreshed.